YouTube? It's your girl Sultry Lay, and guys, before I start, if I have to keep my background this way, it's because CapCut was giving me a hard time and I was unable to edit it, and I probably got frustrated and decided, oh, let me just leave the video like this, okay? Bear with me, guys, please. But if I'm able to edit out the background, kudos. But your girl still has to do what she has to do. Nothing is stopping me from making this video. All right, guys, so today, if you guys have watched my previous video, it was making light of the Tokyo Toni and Blac Chyna Illuminati situation. Basically, Tokyo Toni got on the internet, started acting a fool, fake with her fake tears. Oh, the Illuminati has gotten Blac Chyna, and I can't go around her unless I have two pistols and a pit bull. She's going to sacrifice me, and if they got her, blah, 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 all that stuff. I was making light of that situation, but in all reality, it is a serious situation. Today, we'll be speaking on the negative relationships that daughters have with their mothers. And I'm going to use Blac Chyna as a reference. Like her mom, I'm going to use them as a reference because it's all over social media. We've been watching them for many, many years. We've seen, I'm gonna try to insert a couple of pictures and video clips if I can. I really don't want to get any strikes. I just started. I don't want to get any strikes, guys. So I'm gonna do the best that I can do to give you guys some type of visual or whatever, you know, some type of examples or references to help me explain what I'm about to explain. All right, guys, so I really want to know, what is it? Why do a lot of African American women have terrible relationships with their daughter? And let me, all right, I got, you know, the rest of you guys, I got you guys on another video, but this video is specifically targeted to the African American household. I'm sorry, I love you all. Everyone knows, like, I love everyone. Everyone is equal. We are people. All lives matter. All that shit. But it is Black History Month, so I'm gonna talk about the Black household. Okay? All right. So I want to really dig into what is it. What is it? Like, what's going on? Why do a lot of women have, why do a lot of African American women have issues with their African American mothers? Like, what is going on? What is it? I'm going to throw out some examples that I feel contribute to the issue. A lot of women try to live through their kids. A lot of women shape their daughters to be what they want it to be. So they raise them to be that. And once the daughter becomes that, it's like a competition type of thing. Like, oh, she's trying to be better than me, which she should try to be better than you. It's not like your daughter is going to be better than you and then single you out. Like, you're coming with her. She's taking you with her. Why do you feel like your daughter bettering herself is like an attack towards you? You honestly should be proud that she's, you know, doing these things to change, to break generational curses. What's the problem with that? I feel like that's what Tokyo Toni is going through with Chyna. Like, she raised Chyna to become successful and all that stuff. And it's like, now that Chyna is successful and she's in the limelight and she getting that money, it's like, oh, you think you better because you live in a house on the hills? Oh, you think you better because you drive a Lamborghini? Oh, you think you all that? And if you guys watch the show, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And I promise you 100%, everything I'm saying is something that Tokyo Toni has said to Chyna. She she's telling her like, oh, you're acting a certain way, and basically telling her, oh, you're bougie, remember where you came from, I am your mom, gimme. I know not every household is like this. I know not every mother and daughter relationship is like this. This video is about the percentage of relationships that are like this. I'm not speaking on the relationships that aren't. And I'm very proud and I'm very happy for the relationships that are not like this. But I'm speaking about the relationships that are. Great. Now that we got that established. Another thing I think contributes to with mothers and daughters is looks. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Not all. Again, I'm speaking on the ones who do. Some moms really are jealous of their daughters and how beautiful their daughters turned out to be. And it's like they want to hold on to that youth so bad, and you can't. That was you 70 years ago. It's our time now. Let us be who we are. Let us blossom and look beautiful. That's not for you to feel a type of way about. What? You should be delighted that your daughter is beautiful and she's taking after you and your baby daddy or husband. Can't forget the husbands. She's taking after you guys. It's a mix. So your daughter looks the way she looks because of you two. So if you are upset about that, you should punch yourself and your husband or baby father in the face and say, self, baby father, husband, why did we make a daughter that beautiful? It bothers me and I'm upset because I don't look like that anymore because now I'm 70 years old. Bro, your time is up, my time is now. Now, you can't see me, my time is now. I'm not referring to me, but you know. I don't have those problems. Like, my mom knows she look good, she know I look good, we know we look good. Like, but seriously, a lot of parents, like, it's like once they got older and you age, we're all going to age. Like, I don't still look the same how I looked when I was 5 years old. Like, we're all gonna age. I'm gonna start looking older, but I'd be damned if I had a daughter and I'm sitting there mad at my daughter because she looked good and I started to grow gray hairs. I'm supposed to grow gray hairs. Once you get old, that's what you do. You start to look old. You can't hold on to being young for so long, guys. There's nothing we can do. There's only one way out. We're all going the same way. I don't know if we're gonna land in the same place, but we're going the same route. Some going up, some going down. Feel me? Wherever you decided for you to go, that's where you're gonna go. It's crazy though. It is seriously crazy. Now, another reason I feel like mothers and daughters, some daughters really don't appreciate their moms. Yes, we have girls out here with the best, I'm talking the best of the best moms that literally was there as much as they could be, that literally went above and beyond to make sure their daughters were happy. Literally they would give the nipple off their titty to their daughters if they had to. That's how much they cared and they loved and they supported their daughters. And the little ungrateful human beings decided that's not enough. I need more. That's gonna clash. Because this mother is putting her all into making you become the best that you could ever be, making sure you have everything, supporting you in everything that you do, and you're not appreciative and you feel like it's still not enough. That can create a negative relationship between mother and daughter, because it's like, I've done my part. I've gone above and beyond. What more do you want? What more do you need? But that, honestly, that's probably a small percentage compared to the previous things that I mentioned. you don't really see too much of that. For the most part, a lot of females appreciate their mom, especially if their mom went above and beyond, and they make sure that their moms are well taken care of. But there's always that small percentage that we have to talk about. Another reason, guys, moms who gave up their daughters for adoption, but then got them back, or they like got back in touch with them once they became adults. Because now that daughter feels like, what? I wasn't good enough for you? Why did you give me away? Why didn't you look for me? Then the moms come with the I'm the victim excuse. Oh, I was so young when I had you. I couldn't take care of you, which is all true 100%. That was the excuse. That was the excuse. Once you got out of that, why didn't you look? Why didn't you try to get your child back? You got on your feet, you got married, and you had more kids. Guys, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Mothers, some mothers, again, guys, I have to keep saying it because I want people to know that I'm not speaking on all. I'm only speaking on the ones who are doing these things. That's it. A lot of mothers will sit, have a baby at a young age, give the baby away or give it up for adoption, or have somebody else raise that child, basically get on their feet like 10 years later, and then make more kids. That kid's out there with whomever, their pretend mom or whatever, while they're watching you take care of 4 other kids. So it's like, what about me? You got yourself together to be able to take care of 4 or 5 other kids. I'm over here getting raised by the milkman and the milkwoman, the milk family. I say milk, y'all should understand what I mean by milk. Y'all over there having a jolly old time. Kids got their own rooms and living in a nice house, driving nice cars. You're a lawyer now. Like, dad is a dentist now. Like, y'all living good and got off crack, whatever drugs that y'all are on, done sobered up, living a great life, while that child is over there being raised by the milk family. They probably had a good life. They probably had a bad life. Regardless, they're wondering, how come you got it together for these kids, but you didn't think to come back and get me? Guys, adoption, well, all right, let me not say adoption. Foster care and stuff. Foster care is like a temporary thing. You put your kid in foster care, get on your feet, do what you gotta do, you take your kid back, and happily ever after. It's not meant for you to leave your kid there for 20 years and then come back into their lives once they're adults and explain, oh, I used to be on drugs, I used to be an alcoholic, but then I got clean 15 years ago. You got a 15-year-old son. You have a 16-year-old son. You have a 17-year-old daughter. All these things. Like, why didn't you come back and get me? I'm 20. I'm not too far from them. Like, you could have left me there and once you got on your feet, come back and get me. No, what you guys are doing is giving away the kids that you feel is so difficult for you to raise. Then when you get in a great position in life, you're making more kids and you're forgetting about the kid that was there first. I have to go into these rants to explain what I'm talking about. Like, it be all here, but sometimes it's hard for it to come out. So if I'm sorry if I go in circles and all that stuff, but I know what I'm saying, and I hope you understand what I'm saying too. We have to teach as much as we give. We can give, but we have to teach, we have to show, we have to lead by example. Model out how you want your daughter to be. You want her to be respectful. You want her to be caring, loving. You want her to be nurturing. You have to show her how to do it. How is she going to know how to do anything if you're not showing her how to do these things? Guys, this is my last point to why I believe that African American daughters have negative relationships with their African American moms. Some moms treat their daughters as maids, as slaves, as servants of the house. So let's say you have a house full of kids. You have 2 daughters, 3 sons. The 2 daughters are the maids. Let me elaborate on what I mean by maids. The 2 daughters have to do laundry. The 2 daughters have to cook, clean. They are supposed to work. They are the ones who contribute to the household bills, while you allow your sons, your 3 sons, to be served by you as well as your 2 daughters. They don't have any responsibilities. They're allowed to wake up when they want to. They don't have to work. They get their clothes cleaned, their stinking drawers cleaned, those stink ass socks cleaned, all by the women in the house, right? They don't have to do anything but wake up. They get food served to them. The only thing they probably do is bathe themselves, and if it was allowed, I probably think that a lot of moms would allow their daughters to bathe their sons, but we're not going to get into daughters taking out the trash, cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning everything, while the sons are allowed to sleep all day, eat everything in the fridge. You get everything handed to them. Oh, because he's a football player and I don't want him to get overwhelmed because he also has to go to school, and the daughters have to do the same thing. The daughters have to go to school. The daughters are on the cheerleading team. The daughters also got to work full time. Why is it that the daughters are made to serve the sons instead of just, first of all, if we're going to really speak about it, the mom and the dad of the house, you guys, not saying you're supposed to be the servants, but you are supposed to be the servants. Like, it's your job to make sure your kids have comfortable lives. It's not your daughter's job to make sure your sons have comfortable lives. And I'ma just be real. So like, a lot of daughters have animosity towards their mom because of that, because they were made to serve the whole house. We are not motherfucking maids. If you have enough money, go and purchase a maid. Everyone in the household needs to contribute to the household, not just the women. Y'all sit there and literally bash your daughters for not living up to your expectations while your sons are living way below the expectation. And again, this is not for all households. I'm speaking on the households that this is for. Watching Tokyo Toni just embarrass her daughter on social media once again really made me want to do this video. It just made me want to speak on, like, what is going on in the African American household with mothers and daughters? Like, this is honestly a serious problem. And I know I joke sometimes, guys. That's just me. Like, I'm just like, I just joke a lot. Even the daughters, like, what can daughters do to, you know, make their moms not so envious of them? There's nothing. Like, it's just, it starts with the moms. It starts with the moms. Like, you gotta change as a mom. Like, you have to change the way you think towards your child. You have to change the way you treat your child. Like, it starts from you. And then I feel like with the mom just changing how she is, it'll change the daughter. Because, like, daughters look up to their moms. They want to be like their moms. They want love from their moms. Like, that's normal stuff. So if they feel like their mother's energy is negative, and it's going to create a rift in a raft, it's going to create a storm, because we feed off that energy. So guess what we're going to do? And to retaliate, we're going to give you it back. You being evil and mean and vindictive towards me, I'm going to be the same way towards you. That's just how it is. But yes, guys, I am finished with my rant. I truly hope that this video helps mothers and daughters get it together. Again, it starts with the moms. Change how you think. Find the love that you need to give to your daughter. Just give love, be happy. Just try your best to be more loving, or at least try to hide that you feel that way. Don't make it so obvious, because sometimes people can't stop the way they feel. But at least keep it to yourself. Don't make it too obvious. Like, we feed off that energy, and it's just not good for the environment. Us as humans, seeing what's going on, we need to break generational curses, because these curses are really cursy, and they're cursing. And it's just, it's getting worse. It's really, really getting worse now that social media is a big thing. So I hope this video helps some parents, some mothers just get out of their negative ways, and let's go. Let's tighten up. Let's break these generational curses. Let's love more. Let's stop with the jealousy and the hate and the animosity. Let's let go of that, guys, and let's join together, bow our heads, and pray that we get it together. I'll holler at you guys next time.